Hello, my friends. You know what? It's been a pretty good day in the market. It's been a pretty good day because it sounds like we're not going to war. It sounds like things are starting to turn back around. Who knows? We've heard this story before, but we're going to stick with it at least for today going into tomorrow. So today was Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. The market did good today, and hopefully, you know what? The market should continue to do pretty well this week. Maybe, as long as there's no more, bad news here. Let's talk about VICO Ventures here. So, we've been talking about VICO Ventures so much here, and obviously, there's VICO Ventures, the crypto situation. We're gonna hear more and more news about that, and every time we hear something big about the crypto company coming out, and shares becoming available where people can buy this company, VICO Ventures just spikes up like crazy. We've seen this so many times. So, obviously a lot of people feel very comfortable putting their money in VICO Ventures because, if you're buying VICO Ventures at $3 to $3.50, it's almost like you're just sitting your money there, and you know that somewhere maybe 30 days to a month to 2 month span that VICO Ventures is going to have a spike up. We've seen this time and time again with VICO Ventures. Every time we hear news about the crypto situation, we're gonna see VICO Ventures really take a spike here. So the other thing that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna go to a candle chart here, a candle wick chart, whatever we call it here. Like I said, I'm reading a lot on chat rooms right now, and I've been reading this for a long time. Obviously, if you invest in VICO Ventures and your own chat rooms, whether it's StockTwits or Webull or, somewhere else, Reddit, there's always been a big community of people and talk of a squeeze coming with VICO Ventures here. Now, obviously, no one really knows if or when that's going to happen. I think a lot of us have kind of, and man, I'm about to ruffle some feathers with what I'm about to say here, but we've had the whole AMC situation, and there's still plenty of people. There's a huge gang of people that think AMC is going to spike and do something crazy. If you're asking me, will it? Yeah, it could. Why not? Is it going to? I don't know. No one else knows. It's obviously taken a lot of damage by the stock market, and people have just kind of let the situation alone. We are seeing a spike in AMC, but will it have some dramatic shoot up like GameStop did? I don't know. It's really hard to say. Now, talking about BBIG here, VICO Ventures, will we see the same thing like a GameStop situation, AMC situation? Friends, obviously there's no bulletin out where we can read this everyone buy 1,000 shares, everyone buy 10,000 shares right now. There's no time stamp date of when anything like that could occur or will occur. But I say this because I'm seeing a lot of comments on these chat rooms where people are saying that this is going to squeeze into a $100 stock, a $50 stock. I personally will tell you this, and this is where people are going to get upset with me. I would not invest in VICO Ventures based off that. And why I say that is because I think in the past 2 to 3 years, especially, year in investing, I think we have developed a new investor. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you may agree with this, that we had developed a new investor called the chasing the meme, chasing the squeeze investor. And most of the time when you find this investor is in a really bad situation. They are very under in a lot of stocks. They are, it's nothing to be embarrassed about, especially if you're new in the stock market. And if you've only been investing in the stock market for maybe a year or two, it's easy to get caught up in these hype situations. It really is. And, even me saying this right now, there's people that have already turned this off or tuning out because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. They want me to, say oh man, this thing is going to blow up. It's going to happen right here. You see right here on this candlestick chart right here, if this meets right here and then this gets so much volume right here of X amount of this thing is going to explode. There's plenty of channels out there that will give you that information, that will do that, and I'm not going to name them. I think we all know what a lot of those channels are, and they get a shite ton of views, and that's fine. But I do know a lot of those guys, they're taking a lot of heat right now because they have promised people things that are not happening. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're going to invest in BBIG, I would invest in BBIG for what they're going to be doing in the future. So I hope we're kind of on the same page. So obviously, if you like to chase stocks and you like this, you like to chase the memes, you like to find the squeezes, there's nothing wrong with that. If you can afford to do it, man. Whatever, to each his own. But if you're somebody that's like, you know what, I've only got like $100 a month, I've only got $20 a week to put in the stock market, and I want to put it in something that's going to bring returns and that is going to do me well and my family well and even maybe my children. First off, I would tell you to go like put it in like Apple or Tesla. Just leave right now and go do that. But BBIG, looking at this as a growth stock, yes, I do like BBIG. We've been talking about this for quite some time. Obviously, this company is still in a very, very early stage of development with what they're trying to do in a big, broad span view. Me personally, I am trying to invest in companies that are investing into the future, a futuristic look, especially when it comes to NFTs, crypto. Guys, I have changed a lot of my portfolio over the past year. I have taken a lot of things out, cashed out of a lot of things, and I have put it strictly in crypto. I even had somebody leave me a comment today asking me, why don't I talk about EV companies? Am I going to talk about EV companies? And I will. I'll pick out a few here. I invest in EV companies a lot, Fisker, Lucid, Workhorse. There's so many more that I can't even think of that I actually put money into. Canoe, the X Fleet, I can't remember what it's called. But really what I look to with the future, crypto is something that I've really been paying a lot of attention to, that I've really been reading up on. And it's something that I really think is going to do really well in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, why am I talking about crypto? I'm talking about crypto because BBIG is going to directly be linked to crypto in some way or some form, especially NFTs. And this is another example why I have been talking about BKKT. These are companies, these are stocks that you really need to look at. VICO Ventures and the one I just said, because they're dealing with crypto. And one last note, with all that said, I like VICO Ventures and what they do, but I'm going to be completely honest. If VICO Ventures was not wrapped up in this whole crypto situation, I don't even know that I'd be talking about them. I don't even know that I would be telling people, hey, I'm very bullish on this, and I would really pay attention to this company, to the stock, with what they're going to be doing in the future here. Because this could double or triple going into the new year or by the end of the year, just on what the company is trying to do and how they're going to grow. So friends, with that, looking at this chart real quick, we're going to go to this candlestick chart here. Obviously, we are seeing VICO Ventures here play around this $3, $3.50 mark, this bid price for it. We've seen VICO go lower, but VICO has gone lower when the market has fallen apart. Will the market continue to fall apart now? I don't know. Right now, what I base the market off of is the news. And every week there's something new in the news. 2 weeks ago, we were talking about COVID stuff. Last week, we were talking about going to war. This week, we're not going to war. Now we're talking about stuff with Hillary. So I don't know what next week's going to look like with the market. The market could be trashed by Friday. I don't know. No one knows. If you are listening to anybody right now on YouTube, let me be the first to tell you, they do not have a magic lamp with a genie in it. They don't have it, friends. Everyone right now is back and forth, watching day by day and guessing and trying to understand what this crazy market is doing. This is not the market of 2020 where after we got through the first big fall, we were just making money on the stupidest stuff possible and anybody could call anything. It was not hard. Now it's a little different. So friends, obviously you're wondering, do I think there's going to be a squeeze? I do think there will be a big squeeze in the general sense when we do see BBIG here come out with more news of what they're doing with their crypto NFT situation, with their spinoff company. Now, what I think this is going to go to, I personally think this will easily climb back to a $10 position because we've already seen $10 be achieved by BBIG here. And I don't think that's I really don't think that's crazy to say at all. And I don't think a lot of you will think that's crazy either. Obviously, if we were to hit, if we were to bleed past 10 to hit a 12 to a 15, which we have seen that too in pre and post market with BBIG when we were talking about the crypto situation. So these are all achievable points. And I say that because one thing that we know about stocks, and if you've been watching stocks for any time, you know that they're creatures of habit. They repeat what they do, especially when we're still having the same good news come out and the company is striving to do more, in that it already has a fan base. And this is what I told people like even 3 months ago. BBIG, it has a fan base. The fan base is not going anywhere. Like this is, if this was a band, this is a band that like it had its big hit song, and now it's kind of just out there. It's sustaining, its fan base, and it's surviving, and that's what we're seeing right now with BBIG. So friends, I'm gonna shut up now, and really guys, I'm wishing everyone the best of luck in the market this week. It's Tuesday. It's gonna be a very interesting week to see what is gonna happen here. Very interesting. But friends, I am wishing all of you the best of luck. Remember, try to be positive in this world right now. Invest in you. And friends, just for God's sakes, be yourself and enjoy life. Start a YouTube channel. Start talking about stocks. Start talking about something you like. Sports, whatever. I encourage you to do something you want to do. Friends, I really do appreciate your time, and I will talk to you very soon, friends. Bye, everyone.